Okay, I got it. 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 F the jet, send the sleigh. It's a packed holiday, and I got options, babe. If you're not gonna buy me presents, drink me like a warm glass of milk. If you're not gonna race here from the North Pole to Beverly Hills, just to keep my stocking filled, well, I know somebody who will. Somebody who will. Somebody who will. Guys, what if I was a singer? What then? What then, guys? What then? What is up, you guys? The all-hybrid 2025 Camry. Oh, my God. What is up, guys? This is The Buzz with Beth. And I am your host, Bethany Haven. I know. You guys are looking at me and you're literally like, you're about to pee your pants over how pretty I am. I know. I'm aware. I'm gorgeous. You guys want to know something really funny that happened to me when I was like, God, how old was I? I was 10 years old. I was in 5th grade. This is what happened. I'll let you know. I'm going to tell you. So it was Christmas. It was Christmas in 5th grade. And it was right before we were about to go on break, and we were having, like, a crazy hat day or whatever, and so you could wear hats. And so I wore this hat. It wasn't this specific one. I bought this a few hours ago from Walmart. But I had a little Santa hat, and I kid you guys, I think I've told this on here before, but I'm gonna tell y'all again. So I was doing something in class, and I turned my head like this, and I felt a bonk in my head, on the back of my head, and I was like, God, who did that? And I turned that way to look, and I felt another bonk, and I was like, who is doing that? I did it so many times. Guys, it was this. And I was literally standing there talking to myself, and everyone was like, weirdo. And I can confirm I am a weirdo. I'm weird. I'm a weirdo. I don't fit in. And I don't want to fit in. Do you ever see me without a stupid hat on? That's weird. What's the whole monologue? I think that was the whole monologue. Oh my God, if I ever do an audition, that's what I'm doing. That's my monologue. Everyone else, they're gonna do something from like Macbeth or or like Rent or something. Not me. I'm doing Jughead Jones. Is that not his last name? Sure, it is now, because I'm naming him. Yeah. Get ready for that, girl. I'm weird. I'm a weirdo. I don't fit in. And I don't want to fit in. You ever seen me without a stupid hat on? That's weird. I think I would eat that. I think I get the role. I think I would get the part. I'm wearing a skirt today, guys. Correction. Skort. It's a skort. Isn't that brilliant? Get into it for a minute. I'm feeling good. I actually recorded this episode one time, like a week ago, and because I was trying to be early with it, but I'm just gonna be honest, it sucked booty, and so I'm trying again. I'm feeling a lot better this go around. I've had to do that a few times. You guys probably don't know about that. I've had to re-record episodes before, because sometimes you guys don't know this, but if I'm not in a good mental space, then it's really hard for me to be on here and be funny, because I'm just not with it and I'm out of it. Peep episode, what was it, like 22? No, it was not. It was not that early or that late. I'll tell you which episode it was, because it was bad. What happened to me. Episode 18. Episode 18, and you can tell in the video, in the episode, I wasn't doing well. I think I was having an anxiety attack, and I recorded on that, so, but my mom was like, I did that, and then my mom was like, I'm glad you did that. It's real. It's real. It shows what that can be like. And I'm like, you know what? That's right. So, if you ever want to see me having an anxiety attack, peep episode 18, because that was that. I was not doing well. I wasn't doing well, but I'm doing good now. I'm on winter break, guys. I'm on winter break. I've been on winter break for like a week and a half. Has it even been? No, it hasn't even been long. It's been a week. I've been on winter break for a week, and it's been really great so far. I love spending time with my family, which, speaking of, I haven't really spent time with my family because my dad left for a week. He was on a work trip to like Ohio. And so he was gone, but he's back now. And now he's back, and then my mom's gone because she's at work. So, Rats. Am I right? Am I right, guys? But yeah, I'm on winter break, and you guys will not believe this. This is the real kicker of it all. I'm wearing a skirt. Did you know that? I'm wearing a skirt. I think, this is my stand on things. I think every skirt should be a skirt. I said what I said. This needs to scooch. Okay, we're good. We're good. Sorry, I had to move the couch a little bit. I have to do that all the time because I move so much that it shakes the wall, and it like will move the pictures and stuff, everything I have up, and it'll like make a sound, and it really annoys me. You can't ever hear it on the mic, but I hear it, and it's annoying. Sorry. Anyway, but this is what happened, guys. This is what happened, guys. I had my finals week. I'm sure you guys know if you keep up with me on Instagram, you guys know I had finals week, and I do not know how I did this. I passed all of my finals with an A. And not only that, I like passed all classes with an A. So it wasn't even just the final. Like the class as a whole, I passed with an A. Every single one. How did I do it, you ask? I have no idea. Because, guys, I'm not even lying. I was out of class more than I was in class due to my health issues, which I have an update on that, by the way. Which it's so insane. It is so insane. I don't know how I did that, but I'm really, really proud. And so, because I was nervous. You guys know I was nervous a couple months back. If you watched like a few episodes back when I started school, probably episode 18 where I was having an anxiety attack. Probably that one. I was like really struggling. I was like, I don't think I'm going to pass all my classes. Okay. I didn't think so. So I ended up dropping microeconomics. I don't even think I talked to you guys about this. If I did, I'm going to repeat it. I was taking a microeconomics class because I was minoring in business. Okay. Keyword was, guys, we found out that business is just not my thing. Business is just not my thing. And not even just that, math as a whole is not my thing, okay? Let's get that out of the way. Math and we do not mix well. In fact, it's like oil and water. We just stay separate, okay? It's bad at what it is. So I was taking this microeconomics class, and I was going to fail. And so I had to drop that class because I was like, if I fail this class, my GPA is going to tank, and I'm going to lose my scholarship. I was really stressed out about it. So I dropped that class and I took up gastronomics. I took a gastronomic class and it was great. Gastronomics is about like food tourism. That's basically what that is. That's what the class, gastronomic tourism. So it's about food and tourism and how those like relate. It was a cool class. I took it online. It was with my sister. And I also took a geography class with my sister this semester. And last semester, I took a veteran studies class with my sister. We take a lot of classes together. That veteran studies class was amazing. And we still talk about it all the time. I learned so much in that class. And the teacher, the professor, I literally love him. Like, he's the kind of guy who, if I were to win, like, an Oscar, I'm going to be like, and thank you to my veteran studies teacher. Like, that, I kid you not, that's what it's going to be like. Because I love him. He was so cool. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, I passed all my finals. Do I know how I did it? No. Oh, also, with the microeconomics thing, that's what I was talking about. Yeah, I dropped that class, girl. God, you know, that's right. I dropped that a few months back and took gastronomics. But you know what's crazy? We found out I was going through a really rough time, okay? Not only was I failing microeconomics, I was failing at everything, okay? Because I was like, I'm not happy in my major. So I changed my major to public relations, which I told you guys about, but I have a lot more new people here now, so why not go into it again? I have something in my eye. Oh, well, whatever. Yeah, I changed my major to PR, which I'm really excited about, but I'm not going to get to take any PR classes until next fall. So, woo, it's because, let me get into this. I'm telling so many stories at once, but I had to schedule all of my classes for next semester to be online because of my foot. Because I can't get to class. However, we're on the up and up with that. And I'll get to it later. Okay. So, I changed my major. And you guys won't believe what happened when I changed my major. When I was going through all of this, trying to decide, what should I change my major to? All this stuff. I was also like, should I drop my business minor? Because clearly I'm like failed microeconomics. Like I had to drop the class or else I would have failed it. So if I don't drop my business class, I'll still have to take that class. Am I cut out for this? Well, guys, let me tell you this. When I changed my major, it somehow dropped my business class. So even it knew that I was not cut out for that. So, you know what? Blessing in disguise, really. Yeah. So now I'm just a PR major with no minor. Maybe I'll take up a minor. I don't know. Probably not. Probably not. But, I can't predict. So, who knows what's going to happen. I did that and it hurt my neck. I have something in my mouth. I like a hair in my mouth. Okay, we're good. I had a hair in my mouth. We're good. I need a drink now. Okay. Now, let me talk about my foot really quick. So, guys, I went to my primary care physician. I went to him, and he was like, well, actually, I'm not even going into I'm not even explaining everything correctly. Okay, I went to the vascular surgeon. I'm not going to get into all that happened because, honestly, it was really, really bad. But basically, he was no help. So I went back to my primary care physician, and he was like, he still didn't know what was up, but he was honest about it, which I respect. My primary care physician is a real one, and I love him. Anyway, he's my pediatrician. And he was like, okay, I'm going to send you to physical therapy. And so I had my first physical therapy appointment the other day, and it went really, really well. And then I went again this past Monday, I think it was. Was it Monday or Tuesday? I don't remember. But my physical therapist was able to diagnose what was wrong with me. Yes, she was. She was able to. I have a bone spur on my foot. That is what has been causing all of these issues. Now, do I really know what a bone spur is? Not really. So yeah. But that's what it is. That's what's wrong with me. And so I have to go to physical therapy. Yeah. And guys, maybe this is an unpopular opinion. And maybe it's just my situation that I'm in. But my physical therapy has been really fun. Like, literally. I'll tell you what happened. So I went to the first one, and it was basically a consultation. And she looked at my foot. And she was like, yeah, there's definitely something wrong here. And she wanted to see my MRI I had done. But the thing is, the place where we had it done, they don't do, they're not with it with the technology, so they couldn't send the MRI. So we had a call, and it was this whole thing. So she couldn't diagnose what was wrong with me until the next appointment. But whatever. I got it in the end, so it doesn't matter. But she looked at my foot, and she gave me all these exercises to do. She told me to increase my water intake. So I've been doing that. I just spit water all over me. Okay, so I've been doing that. And then I went the next time. And guys, so fun. I really did have a blast. I'm not going to lie. I was having a blast at physical therapy. I'm not going to sit here and lie about it. Because I'll tell you this. This is basically what my physical therapy has consisted of so far. She massages my foot, which is usually I would hate that because my feet are so ticklish, but she does it in a way that's not ticklish, and it's great. So she basically massages my foot and works with my little toes to get them less tense and hopefully move my foot around to decrease the swelling. That's basically what she does at first. And then I have to do all these exercises, moving my toes and my feet, do all that. And the exercises, low-key fun. I'm not going to sit here and lie. And I'll tell you what one of them was. I'll tell you what one of the exercises were because it was so cool. Okay, she took these marbles and she poured them out on the floor. And I had to pick the marbles up with my feet and put them into a cup. I felt like I was in the circus. It was so fun. I'm not going to sit here and act like my physical therapy wasn't fun. Now, had something different been going on with me, maybe physical therapy wouldn't be so amazing. But for what's wrong with me, in my experience only, I'm not going to speak for other people because I don't know what's going on. But for me personally, my physical therapy has been really great. And I'm really, really happy with it. Doing the marble thing was fun. And then I got to... She had this thing that is basically this wooden thing that's kind of on wheels almost. They don't roll though. It's just a little half circle, and I balance on it. I have to balance on it. It's just fun, okay? And then I had to do a bunch of actual exercises where I move my body, and it was cool. I was into it. I really was. I was having a good time, and I only had to do it for an hour. It was perfect. It really was. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be bummed when it's over. I am, but it's okay. But yeah, physical therapy has been really great, and I'm so grateful that my physical therapist has been able to diagnose me. Because, guys, I went to so many doctors and hospitals and all this stuff, and no one was able to figure it out. But my physical therapist, the real one she was like, yeah, I got it. You have a bone spur. Get into that for a minute. Isn't that so cool? Physical therapy is a blast. And aside from it just being a blast, I think it's really, really helping with my foot. I have so much more mobility in my foot, and I can actually walk. Yeah, without a boot, without a crutch, I can, like, walk. Like, I walked in here. Yeah. I'm still taking it easy, but, like, for real, guys, it's really helped. I'm really, really grateful. It's been great. And, you know, by next year, when I start my junior year, I'm actually probably going to be a sophomore for 2 years because I'm behind in classes, but that's normal. Whatever. If you're not in college, you wouldn't understand that, but if you are, you get it. But next year, I'll be able to take classes in person again. So I'm just, you know, it's been great. So I'm really grateful. Things are turning a corner, guys. I'm on the up and up. What do I... Oh! This is what happened during finals week. Okay. My sister and I, Brooke. You guys know Brooke. I'm going to put a picture right here. Yeah. You know it. Anyway. Her and I, we were in the library. Okay. We were in the library. And we were studying for finals. We were doing our assignments and whatnot. And I was just doing something. And she said, we were just gabbing, whatever. And she said something that made me laugh really, really hard, okay? I was cackling, okay? Mind you, cackle. When you actually get me laughing, I haven't done it on here because nothing's really made me laugh like that. But, well, maybe last episode you heard it. But when I laugh, I cackle like, ha, 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 like that, okay? I really do. And I did that because Brooke made me laugh really hard because she's hilarious. And this guy walked out with all of his friends. He heard me do that. And he looks at me and he goes, ha 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 ha, to make fun of my laugh. What do you mean? That was crazy. You're going to make fun of, one, you're going to make fun of me to my face. And two, over my laugh? You don't look at a kid that's crying and go, ugh! You don't do that though. I see the waves, the wavelength or whatever of the sound that I just made. That was crazy. Okay. But you don't do that, okay? It's weird. Why would you make fun of my laugh? Okay, now I have a complex. And you know what's awful about it? He was hot. He made fun of me and that was the most action I got that day. What even is this, okay? Because I'm sick of it. There, someone had to say, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. What about that? What about that? How long have I been? I've only been recording 18 minutes. I said only. I thought I was recording a lot less time than that. Wow. Anytime I do this, I'm mimicking that one SpongeBob thing where he like bites his finger. Okay. Santa, boy, you're the worst. It's the 25th. I wish it was the 1st. Y'all streaming fruitcake or not? Sabrina Carpenter, get into it. What do I want to talk about next? Oh, yes. Okay. If you guys have been keeping up with my Instagram, I feel like, you guys know the Ride podcast with Benito Skinner, Benny Drama, and Mary Beth Barone? If you don't, you should listen to it. It's really cool. Really good podcast. Well, they do this thing where it's like, if you don't follow the Instagram account for Ride, the podcast, then you're only getting half the story. That's how I feel like with the podcast, because I feel like so much information about my life is put on there for you guys to see. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, I really suggest you do, because you get a lot more content of me. I'm on there like every day. I'm heavy on the Instagram. Bethany_Haven. Go follow it. I'll put it right here. Go follow it. Oh, God. Anyway, if you've been following on the Instagram and keeping up, you guys would know I just got published again. I had my second article published, and it's really, really cool. I'm, like, way more excited about this publication than I was about my last. I don't know if you guys, for some of you, this might be the first episode you're watching, or maybe you just forgot, or whatever. I don't even know. But, a few episodes back, I think it was pretty recent, I spoke about how I wrote an article on career readiness, and it got published. Well, it was really cool that it got published, and I'm very, very excited about that. Don't get me wrong. But to be honest, I didn't really care about that topic at all. I wasn't interested in that. So it being published, although it's very cool, I wasn't really passionate about the topic. So it didn't mean as much to me as this publication did, because in this article, I got to write about banned books. And for me personally, the freedom to read is very important to me. And I think everyone should be able to read and have access to literature. So I got to write about that and how banning books affects so many people. Hey guys, Editing Beth here. I just wanted to say that I thought it was worth noting that I really had to fight to be able to write about that. Like, I really did. I basically begged on my hands and knees. No, that's not true. But that's what I wanted to write about the first time, but my professor was like, no. And so I was like, please. So I tried again this time, and I used all of my brain power to come up with a really good argument as to why I should be able to write about it. And she was like, okay. And so I wrote about it. And guess what got published? Guess what got published? No, I'll give you 3 guesses. It was mine. And I got to interview such cool people. I got to interview someone at the American Library Association. I got to interview an author. I got to interview my school librarian. Or she's not even a librarian. She's the dean of libraries. So she's like the head of it all. It was just super cool. And I really care a lot about that. So it was awesome. I really feel like, I don't know, because I know not many people are going to read it because it was published in my school newspaper, right? But I just feel like that's the kind of writing, I feel like it could make a difference, you know? I don't know. I don't know. It was really cool. Especially because, like, growing up, I was always told that, like, I was never going to be a writer, and because everyone treated me like I was too stupid to be a writer. Not my parents, of course, or my sister. Like, my parents and sister, I couldn't say more nice things about them, you know? They have just been the most supportive people ever, and I'm so, so lucky to have them. I mean, they're the reason I get to do stuff like this, right? They're the reason for the podcast, you know? I think a lot of parents would want their kids to do something that's like, you know, be a doctor or a lawyer, but my parents were like, be a podcaster. So I'm very, very grateful. But like outside of them, I had a lot of people tell me that like I was too stupid to be a writer and that it was never going to happen. And I don't know. I feel like being able to get something published, this is my 3rd publication overall. And it's just really cool. It's really, really cool. I feel like just like a smack in the face to them, you know. I did it, you know. I guess I'm really, really proud. And it was actually something I care about, you know. I haven't spoken about this at all, but one day I want to start a foundation where I get to help people who don't have access to books get access to books, and, you know, like spread book, you know, kind of like Dolly Parton does. I want to help people have access to literature and stuff because I think it's so important. And that's something I want to do. So getting to write about this was really, really cool for me. I'm really passionate about that. So just being able to write about it and then get it published is really, really cool. And then another thing about it is I finished the article, sent it to the editor. Like I finished the article, turned it in, and then I sent it to the editor immediately after. So I didn't get my grade back on that article until the next day. Or not even, it wasn't even the next day, until I didn't even get it until after I sent it to the editor. So my teacher marked it up and all this stuff in order for it to be perfection, but I had already sent it. And so what got published was the rough draft. So that means my rough draft was good enough for publication. Isn't that crazy? I think that's so cool. I don't know. I'm really, really proud of it. I really am. I always wanted to be a writer. Not like this, I'll tell you that. I don't want to be a news writer like this. It's not what I want to do. And it's unfortunate that I'm really good at it. Both articles I wrote, I only wrote 2. Both of them got published. And so it's honestly sad that it's not what I want to do because unfortunately I'm really good at it. I feel like most things you're good at, you automatically like them because you like that you're good at it, you know? But it's just not always the case. I'm really good at news writing, hate doing it. But I want to be a writer, you know? I want to be a screenwriter. I want to write a book one day. Not like a book about my life. Just a book. Like a fiction book, you know? Like Brooke Averick's doing right now, by the way. Isn't that crazy? That's so cool. If you don't know who she is, it's Lady Efron. I think it's really, really cool that she's doing that. But I want to write a book one day. But growing up, so many people told me I would never be able to be a writer because they thought I was too stupid. But you know what? Guess who's a writer? Me! And what are you doing? Oh yeah, nothing. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting that people who have the most to say are actually doing the least? I think that's interesting. Anyway, I just wanted to talk about that because I'm really, really proud that I got published. Woo! Isn't that crazy? It is not my first publication, nor is it my last. Third one. 3. I'm just so proud. Anyway, now to my next topic. Ooh. Okay. Now, I want to talk about my favorite movie of all time. Oh, I gotta pop my back. Oh my god. Okay. Now, I think in the past I've spoke about my favorite movie and it being Pretty in Pink. Well, that is my second favorite movie. We have a new one. We have a new one in the group. My number one favorite movie now is, drumroll please. I need a drink before I say it. Oh my god. Bridget Jones Diary. Bridget Jones Diary. Isn't it such a good movie? It was a book first. I haven't read the book. I didn't know it was a book when I first watched it because I was really young when I first watched it. But I've watched it so many times since, and it really is my favorite movie. It just is. I reference it all of the time, and I really relate to it. I really do. Because take Bridget Jones. Literally everything in her life goes sour. Hello? That's me. Hey, that's my life where everything goes wrong. You know me? But it really is my favorite movie because guess what, guys? Guess who's in that movie? Guess who's in that movie? Guess who's in the movie? Guess who's in that movie? Colin Firth. Colin Firth. Isn't that awesome? He's so hot, and I'm not afraid to say it. He's my celebrity crush of the week, okay? Colin Firth is my celebrity crush of the week, and I'll tell you why. Because he is so hot, and I take a lot of comfort in him, in his act. Okay, thank you, mommy. Thank you, mommy. My mom just texted me. If y'all haven't seen what I posted on my story, here's what I posted. I've been playing Words with Friends. And you can't even see it. I know you can't. But I tried to play a word on my friend Maria. I tried to play the word Bronte. Okay, is it necessarily a word? No. But it's the last name of Charlotte Bronte, okay, who wrote Jane Eyre. And as you guys, I'm going to talk about Jane Eyre in a second. I know I've talked about it before, but I got it now because I brought it up. My mom just texted me. She goes, it's not a valid word, and that sucks. And you're right, mommy. It does suck. I just hit my mic. Oh, my God. Bronte. Oh, Jane Eyre is such a good book. Okay. Here's something I want for Christmas, which I'm going to get to those in a second because I have a top 10 of things I want for Christmas. But I'm going to add one more. Top 11, I guess. Something I want you guys to do for me. Please read Jane Eyre. Okay? I'm giving you an assignment. By next Christmas, I want all of you to have done your homework and read Jane Eyre, okay? Because it's such a good book. And I know what you're thinking. Beth, it's not really a romance. Well, it is a romance, okay? If you just read it, it is a romance, okay? It is. But that's not all it's about because I wrote a Q3 essay on this and I literally got an A+ on it, okay? And you know what? I'll tell you this too. I'm going to brag a little bit. I took AP Literature. Yeah, get into it. And you know what got me to pass the AP test? Yeah, I passed it. It was with a 3, but I will tell you what made me pass it. My essay was about Jane Eyre. Yep. My essay was about Jane Eyre. Because it's my favorite book. It's my favorite book of all time, and I'll tell you why. Because, and I spoke on this before. This is an exact quote that I wrote in my essay. It's about the coexistence of love and autonomy. That's the whole point. Jane Eyre is she's navigating her life and trying to find where love and autonomy can both exist in her life because she's being pulled so many ways. It's just such a good book. I'm going to read, okay. What just fell off my hat? Okay. You know what? I'll tell you what it says on the back. This is actually a really nice edition that my sister got me. Isn't it really beautiful? Look, and then the pages are golden. Isn't it so beautiful? I keep it in the studio because I want you guys to be able to see it and I want to talk about it whenever I see it. Okay. This is a little synopsis. This is what it says. Orphaned Jane Eyre has endured a life of austerity? Well, doesn't this just ruin everything? I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, austerity. That's what I'm saying. In hardship, until she is appointed governess at I can't read, so that's a really interesting part of this all. Governess at Thornfield Hall by its remote and brooding master, Edward Rochester. What? What else? Okay. When the two finally meet, they are drawn together and Jane's future appears to be secure, but Rochester harbors a dark secret that bars their path to happiness. Get into that. See, it is a love story. If you guys would just read it, please, because here's the thing about it. This is my favorite book of all time, okay? I don't know a single other person that's read it other than my AP Lit teacher, and it's not like I can call her up and talk about it. So I need you guys to read it. Here's something I want to do. I really want to start a book club on here and like have a book that I want to read with you guys, but the thing about that is that I don't read enough to do that. It's really hard for me to find a book that I'm actually going to enjoy because it's just like, I'll get into it in a second. After I talk about this, I'll talk about that. Okay. But it's such a good book, and I just want someone to talk about it with, okay? I just want someone to talk about it with. I need to talk with someone who enjoyed it. I need to talk to it. Here's the thing. I need to talk about it with someone who enjoyed it. I need to talk about it with someone who understood what I meant. I need to talk about it with someone who is like on the same level as me and like knows what I'm talking about when I say that it really is a book of Jane Eyre just navigating it. Like it's the journey of her life. It literally is, because she starts at like 8 years old in the book, and okay, well, I don't know how old she was. I think she was 8, and it's literally her navigating her life and trying to find, I say a billion times, the coexistence of love and autonomy, which is literally the story of everyone's life. Now, back to what I was going to talk about. Here's the thing. I cannot find a book that I want to read. I cannot find a book that I want to read. And I'll tell you why. Because I don't like fantasy. There. I said it. I'm not going to read ACOTAR, okay? Just not going to. I'm not going to. I don't like fantasy. There. Someone had to spill the beans. And it was going to be me. At the end of the day, I'm going to be the one to spill the beans. There. Cat's out of the bag. At the end of the day, I'm going to let the cat out of the bag. I don't know why I have a podcast, because nothing I say makes sense. Bottom line, I just don't like fantasy. And I don't like a pregnancy trope. I don't like a trope where it's like, we used to be together, but then we broke up. I don't like a second chance love, okay? I need like brand spanking new. I don't think anyone's ever going to get it. Because I just need people to understand. I can't. Coraline! No! What even are we doing? At the end of the day, what are we doing? Anyway. But there's so many things I just don't like in a book that will ruin it for me and pull me out, okay? There's just so many, and it's really hard for me to find a book that I like. So if you guys know a book that you think I would like that isn't fantasy, that isn't a pregnancy trope, that doesn't have someone who already has a kid, that isn't like second chance love, that doesn't have any of those things, then go ahead, suggest it below. So yeah. What were we gonna talk about next? What time is it actually? 2:03. Okay. That's fine. Let's get into this. This is my top 10 list. Okay. This is my top 10 list of things I want for Christmas. Number 1, a boyfriend. Now, I want a boyfriend, and here's why. I need one. I need one. And that's really all there is to that. Anyway, number 2, calico critters. Now, here's the thing about the calico critters. I need them because I'm trying to start an army. I'm trying to build an army. I'm going to sneeze. Exactly. I'm so glad you guys brought that up. I want to start an army of my calico critters, okay? Because they bring me comfort, okay? And if I have a lot of them surrounding me, I want to give them a home, is really the deal. I want to give them a home. I want to be able to go on the Calico Critter website and, speaking of, I wonder if that's back up and running. Oh, well, this is just the worst day of my life. The Calico Critter website is still down. You know what? Just back over me with the car, because that would be less painful than this. Now, I really want calico critters because they bring me a lot of comfort. And when I'm having a lot of anxiety or I have to do something that I'm not that comfortable with, I like to have one in my pocket. And it brings me a lot of comfort. I don't know what to say. That's all there is to it. Number 3. I want another painting for the studio because I have Fish City. And I really like the one who, I really like the painter who did this or art it or illustrate. I don't know. Because I don't think this is necessarily a painting. It's more of a print, isn't it? Well, the artist who did this, I really, really like his artwork. And he has one of penguins. Oh my god. I want the penguins so bad. So bad. So bad. That's a song. I don't know what the song is, though. I just know that part. Anyway. Yeah. It's a penguins, and I really want it. I want it for the studio. I want to put it, like, right there, or over there, or over there. So I pointed to, like, every aspect of the room. So you know it's going to go somewhere, for sure. But I really want one. I really want another painting. It doesn't necessarily have to be that, of the penguins, but I really want one, because I really enjoy paintings. Like, when I, grow up, and I say grow up, I'm 19. When I grow up, and buy my own house, and whatever, buy my own place to live, I want to be someone who has a lot of artwork, but not that kind that has all the abstract stuff that you don't even know what it is, like, or that stuff that's, like, really gauche. I want to have, like, stuff like Fish City, okay? Or, like, you can't see him, but Campbell Soup over here, or you can't even see this either. I did a puzzle of Snoopy. He's over there. I want that stuff, okay? Stuff that makes me happy, okay? I want stuff that's going to bring me joy. And, yeah, I guess that's really all there is. Number 4. Now, guys, this next one, I've kind of been turned into a monster. A couple days ago, I was in the city with my mom. Oh my goodness, boy, was that a stutter? I was in the city with my mama. Why I try to be different. I was in the store with my mother and my sister, and I feel like I'm telling everything incorrectly. I was in the city with my mother and my sister, and we were going shopping for Christmas, okay? There, I said it. And we went to Target, and at Target we found these little Lindor Snickerdoodle chocolates, and guys, when I tell you, my life was changed on that day. I honestly, it was almost like I had died and gone to heaven, because what I was met with, the flavors I was met with, was nothing but heavenly. It was truly life-changing. They are so good. I thought I was going to blow up. Speaking of blowing up, let me tell you guys what happened to me the other day at school while I was still in school. So, I was going to this little coffee shop we have in our library, and I go there a lot, and so the baristas, they know my order by heart. But I had already had a coffee that day. So I went up there to get a water because I was thirsty. And the barista goes, "You don't want your usual?" And I was like, "No, just a water today. I already had a coffee, and if I drink another one, I'll blow up." Now, let's think about that. If I have another coffee, I'll blow up. How does that sound to you? And what do you think I meant by that? I'll give you 10 seconds. 10. 9. We don't have time. Here's what I meant by that. What I meant was I'll become bloated. But how did it come off? I'll tell you how it came off. And I didn't realize this until after the fact. Basically, what she thought I meant by that was, if I have another coffee, I will have diarrhea. That's what it came off as. That's what I said. That's not what I meant. And I didn't realize that until literally the moment after I said it. And she looked at me. She was like, "Oh, okay." And I was just like, "Oh, you know what? It would be a lot less painful if I just died." So that was really embarrassing. Now, back to these snickerdoodles. These Lindor Snickerdoodles are literally so good that it is honestly, it will change. It will change you as a person. It will change you as a person. Yeah. So yeah, it was really good. If you couldn't catch my drift. This isn't the number 5. This one's kind of practical. I really want some new bedding. I don't know why. It's just something about when, like, you get new bedding, like, new sheets, new, like, blanket or whatever, and you get into your bed, and you have, like, a little heating pad on your tummy, and then you're rubbing your feet together, like you're a cricket. My mom calls me a cricket because I do that. And it's just, you have, like, a water that's been there for 3 days, and you sip on it every once in a while, and it's just, and you have your laptop up, and you're watching a movie that you love, or you're writing, oh my god, you're writing, and it's, like, really nice, and you have, like, new bedding, and oh my god, you have a candle mount on, oh my god, you have a candle mount on, and the light from that illuminates the room, and it smells like vanilla, and it's just, like, really good, and it's, like, really comfortable and really comforting, and I really want that. ASMR, I really want new bedding, and I told no one about this, so I'm not gonna get any, because I never uttered a word about me wanting it. It's really beautiful, isn't it? Anyway, number 6, a pillow pet. Now, I love pillow pets, but what do I love more than a pillow pet? A Pee-wee pillow pet. I love Pee-wee pillow pets because they're pillow pets, but they're tiny. Oh, they're so amazing. I love them. God, I love them. God, I love them. God, I love them. And I'll tell you a story. So I was at Peddler's Mall once. This was years ago. God, I was 15. And I found one. I found a ladybug Pee-wee pillow pet at Peddler's Mall. And guys, my heart, it grew 3 times bigger. It really did. I loved this little bugger. I named it Moon Pie. And, I loved this little Pee-wee pillow pet with my entire being. This is sad, took it everywhere with me. And I went to Florida, with this Pee-wee pillow pet, and because it's a really nice little wedge to have when you're in the car, and you can just kind of sleep on it, like, you know, it's really, really nice. And I took it everywhere, and we stayed at this, it was on the way back, I think. It was either on the way down or the way back. We were in, like, I don't even know what state we were in, but we were staying in a hotel, and it was not a good experience, and I had my Pee-wee pillow pet with me, and I went to sleep with the Pee-wee pillow pet, and when I woke up, I left the hotel with my family, but you know who stayed behind? The Pee-wee pillow pet stayed behind, and guys, I'm not even playing with you, I sobbed, oh, I sobbed, I really did, and I wouldn't let up about it for months until Christmas, where my mom bought me a new one. And here's a crazy story about that. This is just to, like, show you, this is a really great example of how horrible it was that I lost this Pee-wee pillow pet and how much it affected me, because I wouldn't stop talking about it to the point where my mom went on eBay and she bought one. It never came. So she bought another one and it came, but she didn't know if it was going to come, because there was a hiccup. So she bought another one. This is 3 Pee-wee pillow pets by this point. And that one came, and then the other one came, but the third one never came, so she had to go back and cancel that order. So then I had 2 Pee-wee pillow pets. 2 ladybug Pee-wee pillow pets. And I have, on their little butt tag, I have them labeled Pee-wee number 1 and Pee-wee number 2. Actually, it's Pee-wee number 2 and Pee-wee number 3, because the first one, God bless, R.I.P., died. You know, it died when I left it. So yeah, I really love them. But this is what makes me feel better about it. I bet that the person who cleaned that room found the Pee-wee pillow pet, and I'm hoping that maybe they had a kid or something, and they were able to give their child the Pee-wee pillow pet, or maybe someone they knew. I think that would be really sweet. What I don't want to have happen is that they threw it away, because if they threw it away, well, I am unfortunately going to have to haunt them. But, so I'm hoping they gave it to a child, because that would be really sweet. That would be a really great story. Anyway, I want another pillow pet. I love them. What else do I want? Okay, number 7. I want a whole 70s wardrobe. Now, is this something I'm going to get for Christmas? No, because how can you change someone's entire wardrobe in one Christmas? But my mom has great style, so she definitely helps with my style, and she gives me some, she's helped me have little pieces that are very much 70s inspired. And I want, like, an entire 70s wardrobe, because as you guys know, I love 70s I love fashion. I love fashion, especially 70s fashion. It speaks to moi. I love it. Mwah. If you don't like the way I talk, what am I on your mind? Talk or what? If you don't like the way I walk the finish. Hey Siri, what are the lyrics to Moi, Blow Your Mind? I was right the first time. Mwah. If you don't like the way I talk, then why am I on your mind? If you don't like the way I walk, then finish your glass of wine. We fight and we argue, you still love me blind. If we don't mess this whole thing up, guarantee I can blow your mind. Mwah. And tonight I'm alive in a dollar sign. Guarantee I can blow your mind. Mwah. And tonight I'm alive in a dollar sign. Guarantee I can blow your mind. Mwah, 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 mwah. Okay, so that is probably one of the best songs ever written. Sorry about it. Sorry. It really is. What else do I want? Okay, I want more tomato stuff because look. Is this not the best thing? I'm going to hold it for the rest of the episode. Okay, so I love tomatoes. Now, do I like the way they taste? God, no. I hate tomatoes, but I love the way they look. And one day when I release merch, I want to have a shirt that has a tomato on it. So I really love tomatoes. And for some reason, I don't know why I'm really drawn to them, but I have a lot of tomato stuff in here. I have this. I have the baby of this right over there. And then I have a little tomato painting over there. And then I have all of the Campbell soup stuff, which of course tomatoes. I have a ton of Campbell soup stuff. Where's another Campbell soup? I have all these coasters, Campbell soup. I have a lot of Campbell soup stuff. And yeah. So. Can you even see this? I don't know. I love tomatoes. I should put this down. It's getting heavy. That tomato actually has a ton of Hershey's hugs in it. Not kisses, hugs. Hugs and kisses. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah. I'm really drawn to tomatoes. And you guys know I love to have them in the studio. And if you go back to I don't even know. Someone left a comment once and they were like, your tomato is like tomato soup. Your tomato is like tomato soup. Your tomato is like, okay, so that wasn't right. They said, your studio is like tomato soup. And I was like, that was the point. Thank you. Well, actually, the point was to be like, you want to know a secret? Okay, it's not a secret. I'm actually really open about it. When I first started the podcast, I wanted the studio to be like 70s themed. But as I was like decorating it, because you guys know I decorated the whole place myself. If you couldn't tell, I decorated the whole place myself. And it's not 70s themed. It's just things I really like. So that's what it ended up being. And I'm really happy with it. I think a lot of it is really vintage expired. I think a lot of it is inspired by like vintage things because I got, well, minus a few things in here, literally everything is from an antique store. That's the truth. Yeah. Like literally everything is like from an antique store. Like really everything you're looking at, antique store. Even Pillsbury over here. They weren't. The Christmas stuff wasn't. I just hurt my finger. The Christmas stuff wasn't. But like even down to my Beanie Babies. They were. Even this record was from an antique store. I just painted over it. Like literally everything I've got here was like from an antique store. So yeah. I don't know why I said that. Anyway. What else do I want? Okay. Speaking of antique stores, this is a really great segue. For once, after a year of doing this, I still can't do segues. So this is the first one. In episode 26. This is episode 26. This is my first segue. So speaking of antique stores, I went the other day with my mama and my sister, and I found this little plushie, this vintage plushie of Fozzie from the Muppets. Guys, oh my gosh. I wanted it so bad because it's been there. It has literally been there for months, but it was so expensive For no reason. Because, well, I guess there is a reason. Because it's vintage. Okay, it's vintage. It's vintage! And it just went on sale at this antique store. Because no one freaking bought it. And it's $8 right now. It's $8 right now. It's literally $8 right now. God, I wanted it. Ugh! I wanted it so bad. But my mom told me that I can't buy anything for myself because it's Christmas. And that's a really good rule to live by. But shoot! Oh, I wanted it so bad. I'm like literally praying that I get it for Christmas. I know I won't because it's too late. I know I won't because it's too late. But God, I wanted it. Oh! Yeah. Number 10. Lipstick. So, now, to my last little topic of the day. I, just wanted to talk about this, I guess. I recently got my Spotify Wrapped, as we all did, unless you don't use it, of course. But if you have a Spotify, sorry, that doesn't make sense what I was just about to say. If you're like, if you have a podcast on Spotify or you use anything really affiliated with Spotify as a creator, you get a creator's Wrapped with Spotify. And, so I got that for the podcast. And, you guys. It was so, so sweet. I got to see so much stuff about you guys, like things you guys love. Like, for example, it told me, it said like podcasts that you guys listen to other than mine. Guess what the number one was? Brittany Broski Report. That was the number one podcast you guys listen to other than mine. But I literally, for nearly 500 of you, I'm a top 10 podcast. Isn't that crazy? That is literally insane. And for 65 of you, I'm your number one podcast. That was so crazy. God, that was so crazy. If you're one of the 65 or one of the it was like 450 something, then you comment down below and tell me, because I want to know, because I love you guys so much and I'm so grateful to have each and every one of you. I know I thanked you guys a little bit on my Instagram. I wrote a little blurb, but just to give you like a verbal just to verbally give you my gratitude. I am so, so grateful for each and every one of you for watching all of the episodes, commenting, following me on Instagram, like following along with my life. Just, it's so insane to me that you guys would actually care about my life, because I don't know. It's so wild to me. I love you guys so much. I have so much love in my heart for all of you. I read all of your comments and oof. You guys make me feel so warm. My camera's about to die. No, it's not. No, it is. Okay, well, let me speed this up, girl. But I love you guys so much, and I'm so grateful that I have you guys in my life now. This year has been so insane. Guys, we've been doing the podcast for a year. This is the last episode of season 1. Get ready for some really fun stuff in season 2. I got some cool stuff prepared. But I just want to thank you guys so much for being with me this year. I never had friends growing up, but I feel like at the age of 19, through this podcast, I have finally found my people, and I love you guys so dearly. From the bottom of my heart, and with so, so, so much love, thank you. This has been The Buzz with Beth. I have been your host, Bethany Haven. And this is a wrap on season 1. I love you guys so, so, so much. Bye. Oh my God, I forgot. Meow. Meow.
You bought me a princess. No, I didn't. That was somebody else. I mean, I really did not do that. Did you? Did you? I guess I did. I guess there was nobody.
It just magically appeared, Beth.
Santa's dead. Uh-huh.